Hello again. We're looking at rose pruning because now is probably as good a time as any to do it. Traditionally, I was always taught do it at Easter, and we're just approaching that particular holiday. So I've got one in front of me here. It's a fairly old rose, a bush rose, and there's quite a lot of dead material still on it. So where you've got stems like this, which are obviously brown and brittle, just take them out with a pair of secateurs like this. And take them right back to where they've died. There's absolutely no point leaving them on because they're not going to recover. Just watch your fingers when you're doing this. The jury's out as to whether it's worth doing it with gloves. Personally, I like doing it without gloves because what happens if you've got gloves on is you tend to trust them not to get the thorns through, and you grab things with abandon and then find that the gloves don't actually keep the thorns out. So whichever suits you. As I say, dead and diseased, the double D's, get rid of them. There's no point keeping them. Obviously we can clear this stuff up afterwards. And then you should be left with the living stuff, which as you can see is bright green. And in some cases you've actually got the bud starting to sprout now. And depending on the variety of rose, in this case it's fairly open anyway because a lot of the stuff in the middle's died off. And I'm maybe just going to cut these back a little bit. Any crossing stems, take those out. I'd also be tempted to take that one out so that you're encouraging it to go outwards, and then just cut just above a nice strong bud. Not too close to it. Somebody's done that a little bit close, because what tends to happen is when you cut the stem you get a little bit of dieback and it moves its way down the stem, and if it's too close to the bud it actually takes out the bud. So that's basically the principle on a bush rose. That's a floribunda or a hybrid tea. You can prune it harder than that if you want, but these are not my roses, so I'm going fairly easy on them and just taking out the dead stuff and opening them up. You can of course prune them again once they've flowered. People often know that they need to deadhead, which is to take the old flower off, but you need, rather than just to take the bud off, take it back maybe 2 or 3 leaves back, just above a leaf, and you'll get a shoot coming out from that leaf axil.